This is Jarrod Horak for the RunawayHorse.com, and I'm back for my final look for Breeders' Cup week at the Breeders' Cup races. I just did the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, and I did the Breeders' Cup Juvenile for Friday, November 5th. For Saturday, November 6th, I'm going to take a look at the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Classic. Now, I'm going to be selling my full card analysis this week for the Breeders' Cup, both Breeders' Cup days, and for all the days at Del Mar. I'm going to cover the Bing Crosby season at Del Mar, November 3rd through 28th, at the RunawayHorse.com on my sales page, including both Breeders' Cup days. So if you're interested in purchasing any of that, my annual 2-day Breeders' Cup full cards available on my sales page at the RunawayHorse.com. If you're interested in free selections, I have a free pick on the Del Mar website each day that Del Mar runs this fall, at HorseRacingNation.com, my daily best bets blog, and at the RunawayHorse.com. I have some free stake selections as well. And in the description in this video, I will provide links to those free selections. Let's get into the analysis of the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Classic, $6 million race. It's going to go as the 12th race at Del Mar on Saturday, November 6th. It's the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Classic, as I said, $6 million purse, 3-year-olds and up, a 1.25 miles on the main track with a scheduled post time, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Number 1 is Tripoli, and I like the post position because in the Pacific Classic, Grade 1 Pacific Classic at a 1.25 miles at Del Mar on August 21st from post 1, he stalked the pace inside and he won that day, pulling off the 6-1 upset. And then last time out in the Grade 1 Awesome again, he was stuck in an outside post, stalking wide, and he made a bit of a move in the stretch to get up to 3rd, but then he weakened to finish 4th. So now Tripoli's back inside again with Irad Ortiz Jr. up. He's going to save all the ground stalking the pace, and he's capable of hitting the board in here. Number 2, Express Train, is 20-1 morning line, and he likes Del Mar. He's got 5 starts with three wins and a second. The only time he didn't hit the board was in the Grade 1 Pacific Classic. He seems like the kind of horse that if he can get into a good stalking rhythm, he'll run a good race. But sometimes he gets into some early trouble, loses position, and then he doesn't run well. He was a well-beaten 3rd in the Awesome again. He did win the Grade 2 San Diego at Del Mar earlier this year. He was 2nd in the Grade 1 Big Cap at a 1.25 miles at Santa Anita, and he won the Grade 2 San Pasquale. Number 3, Hot Rod Charlie for trainer Doug O'Neill. Flavien Prat is aboard. He's ridden him his last 4 starts. He's been very consistent since last year when he broke his maiden when they stretched him out and moved him to dirt. That was at Santa Anita last fall. And then in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Juvenile, he was a close 2nd behind Essential Quality at 94-1 odds. He was a close 3rd in the Robert Lewis this year. Then he won the Louisiana Derby, setting the pace at 1 3/16 miles. The Kentucky Derby, stalked the pace, finished 3rd, beaten a length. The Belmont Stakes, he dueled on some quick fractions. He was 2nd best behind Essential Quality. He finished 1st in the Haskell after stalking the pace, but he was disqualified that day and placed last. And then in the Pennsylvania Derby, he went out there and he set the pace and he was able to beat Midnight Bourbon. So Hot Rod Charlie has early pressing versatility. They're putting the blinkers back on. He should be up on the pace, and he's a solid contender. He just always seems to finish in the top 3 when he's running 2 turns on dirt. Number 4, Essential Quality. He is 3-1 morning line for trainer Brad Cox. One of 2 runners for Brad Cox in here, and he has the 2 favorites. And Essential Quality is the 2nd choice. He's 8 for 9 lifetime. He's won multiple Grade 1 races. He won the Grade 1 Breeders' of Futurity and Breeders' Cup Juvenile last year. And this year he won the Grade 1 Belmont and Travers, along with the Grade 2 Jim Dandy and the Bluegrass Stakes as well. His only career loss was in the Kentucky Derby when he raced wide and he finished 4th, beaten a length. Probably the lost ground was the difference between him winning or losing, and that's the difference between him having an 8 for 9 record or a 9 for 9 record. So Essential Quality, and he's versatile as well. When there's not any pace, like a race like the Bluegrass Stakes, he was able to get up there, chase the front runner and wear him down. He did the same thing in the Travers Stakes. He can come from further back. He rallied from 7 lengths back in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile when the pace was hot. He can stalk from mid-pack. He can do anything, and that versatility should serve him well in a race with some speed, because the main speed is his stablemate, number 5, Knicks Go, and Knicks Go is almost certainly going to go to the lead. He's never run a 1.25 miles. That's the question. Back-to-back wins at a 1 1/8 in the Lucas Classic and the Whitney, and then also he won the Cornhusker. So his last 3 starts at a 1 1/8, He won by 10, 4, and 4, and he controlled the pace, and he just was able to pull away in all of those races. He might not be able to get loose here. His longest start, the pace should be quicker, and if he can get out there and dictate the pace, he could easily wire the field. Art Collector is number 6. He's 8-1 morning line. Mike Smith is aboard for trainer Bill Mott. This one, 3 wins in a row since moving to the Bill Mott barn. He's one I liked during his 3-year-old season. I liked him in the Bluegrass Stakes, and I liked him when he won the Ellis Park Derby, and he won both of those easily. And then in the Preakness Stakes, the pace quickened in the middle. He was stalking and he couldn't keep up. In the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, the pace was quick. He had the inside post. He couldn't keep up. His last 3 races, the paces were very controlled. In the Alley Dar Stakes at 1 mile and 1/8, he was able to control the pace and wire the field. In the Charlestown Classic, the pace was slow. He tracked from second and pulled away. In the Woodward Stakes, he set slow fractions and he kept on going. So now we're going to have a different race shape that he's used to. And the thing that concerns me the most is looking at that Preakness and Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. When the race got quick in the middle in the Preakness, he couldn't keep up, and in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, he could not keep up. So I think that this Grade 1 race, they're going to be going at a pretty good clip, and they're probably going to be going good clip in the middle. I just don't know that he's going to be able to keep up when the real running begins. Number 7, Stilleto Boy is 30-1 morning line, and he was a long shot, 54-1 when he finished second in the Grade 1 Awesome Again behind Medina Spirit last time out. His start before that, he was 3rd behind Medina Spirit in the Shared Belief. He did win the Iowa Derby earlier this year. He seems to be outclassed. He's probably going to be stalking the pace. Number 8, Medina Spirit, drew outside the other speed horses. He is 4-1 morning line, and he likes to get involved early. He could be the biggest thorn in Knicks Go's side in this race because he likes to go early. He wired the field on the Awesome Again. He wired the field in the Shared Belief. He set the pace in the Preakness to finish 3rd. He wired the field on the Kentucky Derby. He went wire to wire in the Robert Lewis Stakes, but he did stalk the pace and finish 2nd in the San Felipe. He in the Grade 3 Sham, he stalked his stablemate Life is Good. He was 2nd there. And in the Santa Anita Derby, he stalked the pace and he finished 2nd. So he's one that if he doesn't get the lead, he's not going to quit, but he wants to get the lead. But the problem is Knicks Go wants that spot too. So him being drawn outside of Knicks Go, look for him to try to get on the flank of that one, and I think the pace could be pretty quick if that does happen. Number 9, Max Player rounds out the field, and he's going to have to try to rally from off the pace. The last 2 races in the Grade 1 Jockey Club Gold Cup at 1 1/4 miles and the Suburban, a Grade 2 at 1 1/4 miles in the slop, he chased from 2nd and he won those races. And he won pretty easily the Jockey Club Gold Cup at Saratoga last time out. The problem is the pace in the Gold Cup was very slow, and he was right up on top of it. In the Suburban, that was a race in the slop, the shorter field. So now he's going to be leaving New York, facing a much tougher pace scenario from the outside post. He's not going to be chasing from 2nd this time. He's going to have to rally from further back. He used to rally from further back earlier in his career, but typically he settled for minor awards. So from that outside post, he could be a bit up against it. Would not be shocked if he got a minor award, but I'm not really too keen on his chances in here. So the pace is the key here. Knicks Go, the combination of the 1 1/4 mile distance with the faster pace could be his undoing, especially if Medina Spirit gets on him. And if Knicks Go can't get the distance, Medina Spirit could get the first run in this race. But I'm going in a different direction for my top choice. Essential Quality is going to be my top choice. He just loves to win races, and he can adapt to any pace scenario. If the pace is fast, like it was in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, he'll just rally from far back. If the pace is slow, he can stick close, or he can just sit in mid-pack and bide his time. So Luis Saez can place him anywhere he wants to, and he's already a Grade 1 winner at 1 1/4 miles, and I think that's key in a race like the Breeders' Cup Classic. And I really like Essential Quality's chances to win the 2021 Breeders' Cup Classic. Hot Rod Charlie will be my second choice, the other 3-year-old. My third choice will be Medina Spirit. And then for a long shot, Tripoli number 1, that I'm going to try to get into the exotics. I will be using Knicks Go in some wagers because he could try to wire the field and steal it. But I think that's his only chance, and I'm not sure that that's going to happen in this spot. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and that will wrap up my video look at the Breeders' Cup for this week. I'm going to be debuting a new video series, The Horse of the Day. So each day from Del Mar, I'm going to have my Horse of the Day in that video series. I'll be posting that on my YouTube channel as well this week. Until then, and good luck at the races and good luck in the Breeders' Cup.